Who is Meghan Markle? Hi, this is Gary, your friendly psychologist, psychotherapist, family therapist, looking at Who is Meghan Markle? So finally we come to the prince. What I found it to be a very interesting story. Well, one could say that Prince Harry was a lost soul. Meghan had a vision board, whatever you call it, and he was on it. He was in her sights. She organized it. She organized his blind date because she wanted him. She wanted what she thought she'd get. She wanted to become a princess. That's who she wanted for herself. We could say it was all calculated, and there was nothing else there. Basically, she was the predator and he was the prey. And she went and she got him. The idea that she had no idea as to who he was doesn't hold water. The people who set up the date definitely must have known. So even if Meghan had lived under a rock all her life, she would surely have been informed. Simple. Predator and prey. Well, maybe not quite so simple as all that. You see, what I found while doing this research, that my research reveals some very interesting parallels between them. So, we know that Harry's personality is shaped by his royal upbringing, but he was also the victim, not only due to the grief he experienced due to the death of his mother. There was also the separation of his parents, and that he was a prince, that his father was a future king, and his mother was a princess. But they had a relationship that deteriorated, and it deteriorated possibly in the late 80s, if not certainly in the early 90s. The separation became public in 1992, and at that point, Harry was 8 years old when they started the official separation. But I could imagine there had been years of either coldness or rows, or something of a discomfort between Charles and Diana from quite an early age of Harry. So Harry was growing up from a young age with a dysfunctional couple. And at 8 years old, there was the official separation. And then 4 years later, there was a divorce. And then the year after that, there was the death. Yet somewhere, I feel that Harry sort of lost his mother well before her death. I believe that although there were some extraordinarily positive times that he spent with his mother, for instance, when he was 6 or 7 years old, he travelled with her to Canada, and at 8 years old, he travelled with her to Germany. Then there was those parents' day at school. I remember seeing that she participated totally. She took off her shoes and ran a race, just like any other mother. And I think she was great. I think she was great as a mother, but I don't think she was particularly present. And this is what I find fascinating. It is the similarity from the way I see it to Meghan and her mother. Because I believe that Meghan's mother was also very absent. Although the moments they were together might have been extraordinary and wonderful. And I do believe that her mother is also someone very special. Just like Diana was someone really special. But I believe both of them, Harry and Meghan, had similar experiences, similar emotional experiences as children. And it fits into my appreciation of one of the important reasons why couples get together. I've done videos on this, and I've spoken about this on various occasions, that there are three main reasons why people are attracted to each other, other than the stuff on the outside. That's to say, being attractive, being rich, being useful, being whatever. The unconscious reasons, the basics of human beings. 3 dimensions. I know, life is multifactorial. Many things explain why people get together. and I will likely add a small chapter in the book on this subject. But I feel that these episodes are already long enough. However, I will repeat, one of the main reasons two people are drawn to each other is that they've had similar emotional experiences in childhood. Having similar childhood experiences also often includes having similar parental figures. Not only had they, in my opinion, exceptional but unavailable mothers, but I feel there are also interesting similarities in their fathers. One I feel is that they both have, and still have, kind, generous, solid, supportive fathers. Both Thomas and Charles, I think, are extraordinary human beings. Actually quite wonderful. Caring, solid, not necessarily what I'd call brilliant. I hope they've stopped imprisoning people in London Tower for the crime of lese majesty. I'm really sorry, King Charles. And it's not that I have anything against our king, because I think he's absolutely wonderful and has, like his parents, a wonderful sense of humour. Long live the Gunchos!
Hello, Coles. My name's Bluebottle.
But I also find him to be very practical and very reasonable. And everything he does, and the same thing as Thomas with his lighting and things like that, I think King Charles is very, very reasonable and practical.
Daytime Emmy Awards for Lighting Direction awarded to Thomas Markle Sr. 1985, winner for Outstanding Achievement in Lighting Direction for the drama series Santa Barbara. 1986, nomination for Outstanding Achievement in Lighting Direction for the drama series Santa Barbara. 1987, nomination for Outstanding Achievement in Lighting Direction for the drama series Santa Barbara. 1988, winner for Outstanding Achievement in Lighting Direction for the drama series Santa Barbara.
The Prince's Trust Enterprise Program problem. People are unemployed resources. People could start their own businesses. Limitations. People lack basic knowledge and funds. Solution. 1. Assess people's business project. 2. Offer basic knowledge courses. 3. Invest monies to cover basic funding. Result. The Prince's Trust, now the King's Trust Enterprise Program, has helped over 91,000 young people to start their own business.
So, just to take a look at some of the most important endeavours of Prince, now King Charles. The Prince's Trust, his most influential social project. He has helped over 1 million disadvantaged young people into work, education, or training, which has had a major long-term impact on youth employment and social mobility. Early climate change advocacy. He was one of the first major public figures to warn about global warming, influencing political, business, and public awareness decades before it became mainstream. The Sustainable Markets Initiative, a global platform engaging major corporations in climate action that mobilizes private sector investment toward net zero and nature restoration. Terra Carta, a charter guiding businesses towards sustainable practices aligned with environmental protection, supported by major international companies and financial institutions. The Poundbury Development, an influential model for human-scale, mixed-use urban planning. He helped revive interest in traditional architecture and community-focused design. The Duchy Originals / Waitrose Duchy Organic Initiative created one of the earliest mainstream organic food brands in the UK. He played a key role in normalizing organic and sustainable farming. rainforest and deforestation campaigning. His long-standing advocacy helped push forest protection onto international policy agendas. The Prince's Foundation, an umbrella organization. A major influence in heritage conservation, traditional crafts, sustainable architecture, and community regeneration.
And they both married. I mean, Charles was sort of obliged to marry. It wasn't his it wasn't his choice. But they both married women with a lot of energy. They were out there, very positive, very dynamic, very active. They were doing things and speaking. So I believe that actually both Meghan and Harry had very, very emotionally similar childhoods. And the other dimension which I talk about is levels of functioning. Now, when people, the way they function or dysfunction, that has to be at the same level. You find someone that's equally introvert or equally extrovert, but equally so. You find someone messy, then you'll find someone equally messy, or you will find one equally tidy, extremely tidy. The opposites or similarities. They say that opposites attract. There's truth in that, but only if there are opposites at the same level. They also say that birds of a feather flock together. Again, people who are similar in their levels of functioning. And I believe Harry is not very quick. He's not very confident within himself. And to have somebody that's very confident, very sure, a take-charge sort of person, that would fit his weaknesses. That would fit his anguishes, his lack of clarity of who he is and what he should be. Because whatever you say about Meghan, she's so clear of who she is and who she's supposed to be. Now, you might disagree with that. We might have a lot of things to criticize her for, but her assurance of who she is and her rights in this world and what she should have. And yes, it's true. I believe it's true that both of them have been pretty spoiled by their fathers. After all, one was the equivalent of a multi-millionaire and the other is more than a millionaire and a future king. They've been given an awful lot by their fathers, who more than likely were not particularly available either, but they did their best. So, that's about all we have time for tonight. Yes, I know it could be a bit frustrating, but we need to keep these segments from becoming too long. Tune in next Monday for my conclusion of who is Prince Harry and why his history feels so similar to that of Meghan's. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell and leave a comment. Until next time, kindest, Gary.